Pastor Crespo here with chapter 6 of Nehemiah. Well, Nehemiah continues to write, and chapter 6 is kind of like a journal entry. Now, in his journal, he says this. He says that, first of all, we find that they finally completed the walls of Jerusalem. It took them 52 days to build the walls that were torn down. But in chapter 6, he writes about the trials and the trouble he had both during and after he finished, or they finished building the wall. There were enemies that were upset that they always seemed to be biting at the heels of the Jews as they were building this wall. Sanballat, Tobiah, and another person by the name of Geshem, these individuals, they were at their heels trying to stop them. We don't know why, but probably they were just jealous. Probably also, I think they were being used by the devil to stop the work. But he shares this, that at one point, as they're trying to threaten him and scare him, it wasn't working. They finally issued some type of a threat. And I just want to tell you kind of what it sounded like. They sent him a letter. And in the process, they said, look, it is reported among the nations and that you and the Jews intend to rebel, and that's why you are building the wall. Now, you've refused our overtures to come and talk to us. You come and talk to us now, or we're going to report to the king that you are looking to rebel. Now, of course, it was a lie. It was just another one of the many attempts where they were trying to get Nehemiah to step away from the work. Really, their intention was to try and stop him and maybe even kill him. But Nehemiah did not listen. He didn't even let that threat, which was a serious threat, he didn't even let that threat deter him, and he responded to him that it wasn't going to work. But here's an important lesson. When he was faced with a threat, what did he do? He dealt with it, but really what he did is he appealed to his God to help him. When we have trouble, what do we do? Do we just try and solve it on our own? Or do we take a lesson from Nehemiah and appeal to God to help us? How many times are we being distracted and pulled away from the things that we should be doing, the things God has called us to do, to deal with these side issues? Appeal to God. You know, in chapter 6, we also read something else. Nehemiah also appeals to God to deal with his enemies. So it's not just strengthen me, protect me. Lord, I could take vengeance myself, but I don't want to. Remember, Nehemiah was a governor. He could have acted against these people, but he said, no, Lord, I look to you not only to bless me, I look to you to protect me, and I also look to you to deal with those who want to hurt me. Friend, do you need protection today? Do you need someone to defend you today? Would you like someone to maybe deal with those who are nipping at your heels and trying to cause you trouble today? Follow Nehemiah, lift everything up to God, and in the end, it'll be okay. God bless you. We'll see you next time.